It's the Rob Ash Show, featuring Drake University football. Sponsored by Des Moines Mitsubishi, Atlantic Bottling Company, and Quality Inn Event Center.
And thank you so much for tuning in to the Rob Ash Show alongside the coach. I am Josh Middleman, and Coach, you get your first win ever at the newly renovated Drake Stadium last night, and a convincing one at that.
Well, Josh, thank you. It was a great game for our program. Our players really wanted to get a win in the stadium. Last week, the game last Thursday night was a great game, lots of fans there and everything else, but we didn't get a win. And the guys really desperately wanted to get that first victory. They came out right out of the blocks with a great start, both sides of the ball, and we had a great game. It was a fun night.
Scott Fadevong had, boy, if you went to get popcorn in the first quarter, you missed over 100 yards for Scotty.
He had a great day, Josh. He's quite a player. I mean, he's always a threat to go all the way for a big touchdown, even on just an inside zone or an off-tackle play, and that's real exciting for our fans and for him. And he made the difference in the game for us. We were able to run the football, and our turf came through. You know, it rained the whole game, but Scotty was able to have good footing the whole time because of that surface, and the stadium's really paying off for us.
And I know you were saying, you know, if you have the old just regular grass field by the end of the game, it would have been just muck and a mess, and it would have affected probably the rest of the season a little bit, just getting it back to normal. But with that new field turf, again, held up great.
It really did. That was a true test of the new surface, and it came through with flying colors.
And so the final score, 40-7. Drake takes out Upper Iowa last night at Drake Stadium. We have got tons of highlights coming up right after this.
Step out of the same old and step up to an exciting new vehicle from Des Moines Mitsubishi, like the stylish Galant, the head-turning Eclipse, the rock your world new Spider, or a great-looking fuel-efficient Lancer. Only at Des Moines Mitsubishi, 90th and Hickman on the Hickman Auto Road. Check out the hot-selling Endeavor or the Outlander, Montero, or Raider. Plus the coolest and best selection of pre-owned vehicles as well. At Des Moines Mitsubishi, where we're driven to thrill at the top of the hill.
Top off at mycokerewards.com.
There's only one place to stay in Des Moines, the fully renovated Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, with rooms that have a beautiful view, an indoor pool with an outdoor feel, and an elegant ballroom for all occasions. The Governor's Lodge is a great place to relax. There are conference rooms to accommodate your business meetings, then unwind in a room with a whirlpool. Plan your next event at the Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, downtown Des Moines.
You're living in a high-tech wireless universe where communication is of ultimate importance. Now you have an out-of-this-world communication store, Wireless Universe in West Des Moines. As an authorized agent for Verizon Wireless, we have a large selection of cellular phones and accessories, including Bluetooth and Nextel. Wireless Universe sells the latest digital technology, including data and email services, XM satellite radio, and cordless phones. Wireless Universe in West Des Moines, your Verizon Wireless authorized agent.
Welcome back to the Rob Ash Show. Drake plays a big game last week, season opening game at the newly renovated stadium. Huge crowd on hand, nice weather. Crowd a little smaller last night, and of course the weather not as good. I know a couple of those things a bit of a concern for you, Coach.
Well, you're right, Josh. I was concerned all week about how our team would come out in this game with the contrast of the two game days, and I guess I didn't have to worry about it. Our team really came out of the blocks well. Offense had a good first possession. Defense really played hard from the beginning. So I guess I learned a lot about my football team, that we're going to play our level regardless of how many fans are in the stands or who we're playing or what the conditions are.
I think any questions that Drake football fans had about your team going into last night, I think 40-7 kind of puts those to rest. And we'll start off with the highlights here to see how Drake got started against Upper Iowa.
Here's a little shot of our video board, the little clip that they do at the beginning of the game, Josh, featuring some of our players before our team comes out of the tunnel. It's really nice. What a great addition to our game day atmosphere. Here's our first play. Watch Tyler Putnam coming in motion around the top. We ran a reverse on the first play. And there's Matt Huber, our center, getting a good block for Putnam. He almost was able to get down the sideline, take it all the way. We tried to start out sort of getting Upper Iowa to have to defend us from left to right all the way across the field. So on our second play, we tossed it wide to Scotty, got him going. They got a face mask penalty on that. So in 2 plays, we've moved about 40 yards. Now play fake, if you watch, Rutherford's going to keep the ball, roll out, and find Dan Marks on an excellent play fake. We thought with their man-to-man coverage that we could get the tight end open. And now watch this next play. You're going to see Anthony Swope pulling from right guard around the end here, and there he is, knocking the guy down right in front of Scott Fadevong, about what they call the classic pancake block, and then Scotty getting a lift from one of those
Good
big
shot
linemen.
there.
Isn't that great? What a great drive. I mean, 3 or 4 plays and we're in the end zone. A great start for our offensive team. Now, Upper Iowa runs a spread offense here, and I thought our front guys did an excellent job. Andrew Asbell, number 50, Kevin Jennings, number 91, in there on the tackle. Kevin Jennings, again, had an outstanding game. So we were able to stop Upper Iowa early. Unfortunately, we had to punt the ball back, and we got kind of a lucky break here. The ball went off to the left, but it rolled many yards and got us back down, got Upper Iowa pushed back down deep into their territory. So after the first start, now we still just have the 1 touchdown lead, but Kevin Jennings again, number 91, and Asbell, number 50. Asbell's a true freshman, made his first start of his career in his 2nd game here at Drake. Cody Shelley, number 13, with good pressure now in the first big break of the game. Nick Ross, number 45, with the interception, getting the ball down inside. And here's the 3 linebackers, Conway, Ross, and Adams, and there's Jacob Craig also giving Nick some celebration. I'd like to tell you we took it in and scored, but unfortunately we didn't. Rutherford got forced out of the pocket, and then the guy came up from behind and knocked the ball loose. A devastating turnover for our team, and Upper Iowa was able to move the ball a little bit just on the momentum of that turnover. But then the defense rises up to the occasion again. All the guys on the front line doing a good job. Here's our 3-man line. We did a little 3-4 in this game. 3-man rush. They ran a little screen, bounced off the guy's hands, but I think Nick Ross would have had him stopped. So we got Upper Iowa stopped again, and then here's Scotty. Little fake reverse. Look at him turn on the Jets. Unbelievable. This is an off-tackle play. Inside zone, really, is what the play is that he runs there. It can cut anywhere. He saw an opening, and all of a sudden, 70 yards, and he's got a touchdown. My only concern here is we missed both extra points, Josh, and so we have to work on that. But that was electrifying. Really did a good job getting our fans in the game, getting our team pumped up. Defense responds with a big stop, and then a real nice play here by Jimmy Adams. Jimmy's excited. We got him stopped, made him punt, got back again, and here's the very next play now after Scotty's touchdown. Our next offensive play, first down, off tackle, nice block.
The box loaded up there, too.
They did. Everybody was there. Travis Hardgraves came in, and they were man-to-man. He went down and blocked the safety, and his man chased him, so they had no corner, and Scotty was able to take it all the way. And there's Coach Dale Plessel with the offensive linemen and tight ends talking about the adjustments and so forth. Coach Plessel does a great job getting people blocked, and that's one of the reasons why Scotty has all those yards, those big guys up in front, obviously. Third down, Upper Iowa converted here in the 2nd quarter. And then our defense rose to the occasion again. Great job inside by all the defensive linemen and linebackers. They did continue to drive a little bit, and then a big fumble. Jimmy Adams holding the ball there, number 37. He's got that football, and we were able to get out of there. Now we have a real nice drive here by the offense. Derek Rutherford with a good throw out to Tyler Putnam. Gives us some breathing room. Then on 3rd down, Derek scrambles just a little bit and finds Scotty on a crossing route. That was on a 3rd down play. We got enough for the first down. Here's another 3rd down play, I believe, where Scotty was able to get several yards. And no, that was the 1st down play. And then here's 3rd down. Watch Dan Marks in motion, coming back as a 2nd puller. Scotty breaks away. That was about 3rd and 5, and we ran for the 1st down. Big conversion there to keep the drive alive. Now play fake. Derek Rutherford, nice and easy, out to Blake Fuller. Watch Blake. He's not going to dance around anybody. Big number 40, he's going to try to run over people. And here's another nice run. What I wanted to show you here with a couple of these plays is just how Scott Fadevong runs north and south. Now another play fake, and watch this one. They came off of the wide receiver, came up to the tight end. Brandon Millard, who was just in the play for that one, in the game just for that one play, it was his first play. He gets behind the defense for a touchdown. Derek Rutherford found him, and he got the touchdown. That play shouldn't be open. I mean, there should be a guy back there deep, but Millard was able to find it. There's Jacob Craig with a big hit over on the sideline. Jimmy Adams congratulating him. Upper Iowa did a good job, though. They came right back with a similar type of play, this big receiver here kind of pushes off a little bit. Got another big hit, but they were able to get the completion. So they move across the 50. Now we're winding down here in the first half. Things are going well, but if they get a score here, they could be in pretty good shape. Defense does a nice job rallying to that ball. Nick Ross making a tackle. And then handoff inside. Very nice job there by Kevin Jennings again. And then the pressure coming on the quarterback forces him into a mistake. Andy Green with a big interception. Guys get some nice blocks. There was one guy left, which was the quarterback. And Brian Conway, look at him here. Nice decision not to hit the quarterback. If he had no choice, he would have blocked him in the back. We got the ball across midfield. Andy Green with the big stop, and that gave us the halftime lead of 26-0. We had a chance there at the end to go the 2-minute drill, but didn't get anything out of it. But that was okay. 26-0, that's a pretty good start.
You'll take 26-0
I'll
every
take that.
time.
Right.
Well, comfortable lead at half, and how did the Drake Bulldogs do in the second half? We will show you right after another quick break.
I'll raise you $2. I think you're bluffing. I call. I fold.
With Pocket Poker from the Iowa Lottery, now you can play poker by yourself. Each electronic game card has 80 hands to play. Plus, you can win up to $500 instantly.
I am all in.
Pocket Poker, because sometimes regular poker isn't in the cards.
Putnam Gourmet Steaks, a grade above most other steak companies. Their steaks are hand-cut the old-fashioned way from 100% USDA choice beef that are corn-fed 320 to 365 days, making them the most tender and flavorful steaks you can get. Putnam Gourmet Steaks is the perfect choice. Not only great on your grill, but makes a great gift for any occasion. Our coaching staff has enjoyed their steaks, and we agree they are incredibly tender and flavorful.
More Central Iowans are taking an easier way home with Regency Homes. Only Regency Homes offers you new, superbly constructed, energy-efficient homes backed by America's best home warranty. Our customer care team is ready to answer all your home buying questions. Design professionals help you choose your own interior touches. And Regency Homes' powerful financing options can make your dream home an affordable home. Join us on the easy path to good living. Regency Homes, with you all the way.
For Iowa, 26-0 at the half last night at Drake Stadium, and watching the highlights, Coach, looked like a pretty flawless first half to me, so that begs the question, what exactly do you say to the guys at halftime?
Well, Josh, I'm never satisfied, and I'm always concerned, when you go into the halftime even with a lead like that. We talked about the fact that Upper Iowa had deferred when they won the coin toss, and so they were going to have the ball first. We talked about how that first drive was going to really set the tone for the second half, get things back on track again, because, in their locker room, they're saying, we got to go out in this first drive and make something happen.
Sure.
So we felt the first drive of the second half was really going to be a key to the rest of the game.
Okay, let's take a look at that first drive. How does Drake do on D?
Got a great start here. Great start coming out of the blocks. The quarterback actually kept that ball, and Brian Conway stayed home, was able to get the sack behind the line, and then we had good pressure there from Kevin Jennings on second down. And then on third down here, they tried a little screen, and the guys really sniffed it out. I think that was Jake Ramos. Yeah, Jake Ramos in there, nose guard 3 technique. So I showed you all 3 plays of their first drive, 3 and out, okay, defensive stop. Mission accomplished, exactly. Now, we didn't do anything on offense, but the defense had set the tone, okay, that really made a difference. We had good coverage here on the punt. Defense went back out on the field again. Inside handoff here. Defense, again, staying home, getting a good job done. A lot of highlights here of our young defensive line. About 8 different guys that played in this game that did a really good job. Here's a rollout, nobody open. Quarterback trying to get out of there, but Cody Shelley made a nice tackle. So defense continuing to play really well here early in the second half. Watch the move here by Fadavong. Great job. That guy had him dead to rights, and he gets a first down for us. And then I put Willie Cashmore in. Willie's number 31 now. He's a very good runner. Bigger back, obviously. And we tried a little power football with him. Then we alternated back. And now here's the reverse repeat of our play we ran at the beginning. Watch Putnam here. What a nice run. Getting through a couple of guys. Extra yards, getting into the Upper Iowa territory. Fadavong again, he really finds his way through there, but I forgot. He fumbled. That was too bad because Scotty usually has great ball security, and I do have a concern. We had 2 fumbles in the game. There's a nice hit by Jacob Craig on the sideline, knocked that quarterback out of the game. And then a nice play down here. Tyler Marley giving up about 6 inches in height to that big receiver, but he got the ball knocked away, so there was no damage done. Kevin Jennings again, big play by KJ.
Becoming a big KJ fan.
Hey, listen, he's having a great start to his season right now. Here's the big backs again now. Willie Cashmore, 31, powering up in front. I've got Blake Fuller, number 40, at fullback up in front of him. Willie again, that forward lean. Going into the 4th quarter, we began to play a lot more people here now. Here's DeCarlos Love with a real good run. He did an excellent job. Clay Cleveland now, carrying the foot. Watch Clay, keep driving. Watch this. Keeps driving, driving. You know, back again to DeCarlos. This is 3rd down. Guy's blocking in front. Driving again. Watch him. He keeps going. Now they're trying to get the ball away, but he drives and gets out of bounds. We keep running the football. This is our 2nd string line in there too, and Clay Cleveland finally breaks loose. Clay Cleveland's quite a story. He was a Scout Team Player of the Year 2 times in a row for us. Works his butt off all the time. It's so exciting to see him be able to get a touchdown in a game like that. Terrific job by Clay Cleveland and the whole 2nd string line in there. All those guys getting some valuable experience. Then watch this. The ball's on the ground. Our guys fly in there, and Jeremy Gill comes out of the pile with a football, so we got it back. We're not really trying to pour it on here, Josh, but it happened.
Hey, you hand it off. You can't.
That's right. Mason Buckland, number 20. Mason Buckland from Solon, Iowa. Outstanding student, very good player, Scout Team guy for us all last year, getting a chance to get on the field, and he takes it in for a touchdown. So Clay Cleveland and Mason Buckland, 2 guys that have really spent most of their time here on Scout Team duty, getting a chance to get in there in the ball game and score touchdowns. That was a nice way to finish.
Absolutely nice way to finish. And one thing that we saw a lot of things in the highlights, Coach, but we saw a lot of guys running for a lot of yards, 414 rushing yards. Got to think that's one of the top rushing performances that you've had. Well, I guess there's a lot of games, but that's one of the big stats that stuck out to me.
That's right. We know we didn't go into the game with that in mind. Let's throw it to the stats, and we'll actually look at the numbers here. We didn't really go into the game anticipating that we would run that much. The conditions really dictated that we run the football. And then, of course, getting ahead in the second half, we went ahead and continued to rush the football. But, you know, I wanted to throw the ball more. We're going to have to throw the ball more. But if you look at the statistics, you'll see, obviously, a dominating performance. On the other side of the ball over there with Upper Iowa, they had 219 rushing yards, but they got 93 of those yards on one play when a guy broke through for a touchdown. So, you know, it's too bad just for our defensive statistics that we couldn't have got that one run stopped, because that made a big difference. Down at the bottom, a couple of key statistics. The turnovers, obviously, we had 2, which I don't like, but we had 4 that we got from them. So +2 in that category, and a good time of possession. So overall, very solid game for our team.
And the way that you dominated those guys, again, Coach, I know that, boy, they played with such intensity. If you could duplicate that every week, they wanted so badly to get that first win at Drake Stadium, and you think that was a big reason why they played such a dominating, intense game.
I think so, Josh, but it may also be that we just have that kind of team that's not going to have an off day. I hope that's the case. I think it may be with all the good senior leadership that we have.
Well, didn't mean to shortchange you there, Coach, by any means. Lots more to come on the Rob Bass Show, including our play of the week and our player interview. Stay with us.
Hey mambo, mambo Italiano, hey mambo, mambo Italiano.
For a limited time only, try Papa John's Sicilian Meats Pizza for just $11.99. That's a large Sicilian Meats Pizza, only $11.99. Loaded with spicy Italian sausage, pepperoni, Italian salami, and sliced linguiça. Papa John's Sicilian Meats Pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online.
Taste the difference. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Italiano.
In the blink of an eye, the world can change. Are you ready? With insurance and financial products from Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can be. Life changes fast. We'll see you through. Farm Bureau for life.
Every kid needs confidence to help them through sports, school, and everyday life. Let Grand Slam USA help you give your child that confidence. Grand Slam USA's clinics, lessons, and batting cages help players learn why they're hitting or pitching a certain way. And instead of just saying, do this, Grand Slam teaches your child how to figure out what needs to change to get the results they want. Call Grand Slam USA today to sign up for lessons, the next round of clinics, or batting cage time.
Step out of the same old and step up to an exciting new vehicle from Des Moines Mitsubishi, like the stylish Galant, the head-turning Eclipse, the rock your world new Spider, or a great-looking fuel-efficient Lancer. Only at Des Moines Mitsubishi, 90th and Hickman on the Hickman Auto Road. Check out the hot-selling Endeavor or the Outlander, Montero, or Raider. Plus the coolest and best selection of pre-owned vehicles as well. At Des Moines Mitsubishi, where we're driven to thrill at the top of the hill.
Welcome back. Time now for the Des Moines Mitsubishi Play of the Week. And Coach, you hang 40 points on a pretty solid Upper Iowa team, 400 plus on the ground. So I'm thinking, well, we're going to see an offensive play here, but you also hold the Peacocks to 7 points. So which one's it going to be, offense, defense?
We decided to go with defense, Josh. With 4 turnovers were key in this game also. This is the play of the week. The guy in the circle is Nick Ross. And Nick's going to come up with a big interception. This is set up by a good pass rush. Watch the 4 down linemen on this play as it starts. A nice twist here. Cody Shelley, number 13, coming around, getting some pressure on the quarterback, getting in his field of vision, and the official almost makes the play, but they were trying to hit that crossing route to see the receiver behind. A nice block there by Ramos, and Nick Ross is off to the races. He's going to beat this lineman here, but the quarterback's able to come across and make the tackle. You know, one of the things we say on interceptions, the guy you want to try to go block is the quarterback because he's the one who usually makes the tackle. And there's the 3 guys, the 3 linebackers, Conway, Adams, and Ross, all celebrating Nick Ross's interception. Nice play.
Nick Ross, a captain for a reason. He makes plays all over the field. He's been doing it for a while. And Nick is our player interview.
Well, what we try to do every week is, it really doesn't matter who our opponent is, whether it's UNI, Upper Iowa, Platteville, and next week. What we need to do is concentrate on our own game, on what we can do. And I feel, and our team feels, that if we do the right things each and every week, it's on us, and it's our game to lose every week. I guess he kind of threw it right to me, which was nice. And I got a nice block out there, and I thought I might be able to go all the way, but I guess my wheels just weren't there. Really proud to be a captain this year, and as I was last year, and it really means a lot. And I'm really glad that I've been able to have this honor.
Lots more to come on the Rob Ash Show. We'll look at, now that we've got everybody's playing, now we'll look at the Pioneer Football League standings, and we will also take a look at next week's opponent Saturday night, again, under the lights at Drake against Wisconsin Platteville.
Top off at mycokerewards.com.
Oaks Development's new upscale maintenance-free condos near Grimes are a better value than just free upgrades or no closing costs. Compare our best value pricing from $113,500 to $121,000. Go to oaksdevelopment.com for your best value. And check out Oaks Development Southeast Des Moines condos. All appliances, washer, dryer, stone fireplace, and a 5-year tax abatement. Don't be misled by free upgrades or cash towards closing. Look at Oaks' best values starting at $113,500. oaksdevelopment.com for your best value.
There's only one place to stay in Des Moines, the fully renovated Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, with rooms that have a beautiful view, an indoor pool with an outdoor feel, and an elegant ballroom for all occasions. The Governor's Lodge is a great place to relax. There are conference rooms to accommodate your business meetings, then unwind in a room with a whirlpool. Plan your next event at the Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, downtown Des Moines.
Welcome to Fire Creek. At our restaurant, you will find our atmosphere inviting and your dining experience elegant. Our unique banquet room is sure to meet your needs and expectations, seating 50 people comfortably and accommodating up to 80. For your next family gathering, graduation, holiday event, or rehearsal dinner, make your reservation today. Fire Creek is now open at 10 a.m. on Sundays with an off-menu brunch that offers something for everyone. Fire Creek is open 7 days a week and is locally owned and operated.
Back to the Rob Ash Show. Drake now 1-1 on the season. Your team now 1-1 on the season after a very impressive win against Upper Iowa. I know nobody's played any Pioneer Football League games against each other, but we do have some standings to look at. A couple of things to note that you want to touch on.
Well, I'd like to keep everybody up to date here on the standings. If you look at the top, it's familiar suspects up there. Dayton is 2-0. They've had two great games. They beat Robert Morris in a nail-biter the first week, and then they beat Wittenberg 35-28 in another really close, hotly contested game. They scored late to win that game. San Diego 2-0. They beat Azusa Pacific last week, and then Dixie State, which is not as strong a team, but so they had an easy win this past Saturday. Looking past us, we're 1-1. Butler's also 1-1. They got their first win for their new coaching staff there at Butler. A good win for them over Hanover College. Valparaiso, on the other hand, started 1-0, and they played a Trinity International, which I think people thought would be a good win for Valpo, but Valpo lost decisively to Trinity. Jacksonville has just played the one game. And down at the bottom, Davidson and Morehead State. Now, those are the two deceptive parts of this standings right now. Davidson has played two very, very tough teams, lost by 1 point last week and lost in overtime this week. They're a lot better than that 0-2 shows, and I think they're going to be a good football team this year. Same thing is true for Morehead State. They played Western Illinois the first week. Then they went back and played Wingate, which is a scholarship team. Right. So they've had two very tough opponents as well.
Certainly didn't expect to see 0-2 next to Morehead State, but
no,
like you said,
they're a very
deceptive.
good football team. Very good.
Did you know this is not your only chance to listen to the head man of Drake football talk about the Bulldogs? More opportunities this week, 3 more, I believe. Coach, you want to talk about those?
Quarterback Club is actually, we'll make a correction, it's on Monday. That was Tuesday last week because of Labor Day. Quarterback Club is on Monday, 11:30 till 1 o'clock. Christopher's Restaurant, Beaver and Urbandale. Come on out. That's open to anybody who wants to come out. I'll bring the computer and we'll look at the game highlights. Then on Tuesday night, we have the radio show. The radio show is at the Blue Bistro Italiano, which is also known as the 25th Street Cafe. The name is going to change. It hasn't been changed yet. Right on 25th Street, next to the Varsity Theater. Come on out and join us there. If you can't come out in person, you can listen to the radio show on KRNT Radio, 1350 AM. And I will say that the restaurant has a nice menu of low-cost items for people to come. It doesn't have to be a fancy night out. That some people think that's the style of that restaurant, but Enosh Kelly and the guys over there have done a nice job of giving us a good menu for that radio show. And we have players come and talk. That's a lot of fun. And then also, finally, after next week's home game, we will have another post-game party down at the Raccoon River Brewing Company. Had a nice crowd there last night after the Upper Iowa game, so people can come on out again after the Platteville game this week.
Coach, quite a contrast schedule-wise this season compared to last season. We've got our third straight night game at home next Saturday, taking on Wisconsin-Platteville.
Well, we deserve that. Josh, after what we had to go through last year with all of our games being on the road and, only 4 home games at all, and they were at high school stadiums, so we deserve this. And being able to get back here and have 3 home games in a row to start the season is terrific. Now, Platteville is a good football team. They're really well coached. We have a great series going with Platteville. I'll take you back through it. We started this series 3 years ago, played them up at Platteville. I think everybody on our team, the guys, thought it was going to be an easy win, and it wasn't. They beat us 21-20, terrific football game, and we found out they're pretty good. Then they came back to our place in 2004. That was our 10-2 season, and one of those 2 was Platteville. I mean, they beat us.
And of course, you want to take advantage of every home game that you can. You got to protect the home field, and you hit the road after Platteville. So Wisconsin, Platteville, obviously need to want to again take care of home field.
Well, we should, and they have come down to Drake Stadium before and beaten us. They beat us in 2004. They played an excellent game. They had a couple of big turnovers. One thing I'll say, they are a well-coached, fundamentally sound football team on both sides of the ball. Now, finally, we got a win in this series. Last year, we went up to Platteville, played a good football game. It was close at the beginning, and then our defense made some big plays. Jimmy Adams had a couple of turnovers. He picked up a fumble, ran it back for a touchdown. and it worked out very well for us to get a win. But we're not looking past Platteville at all. They're a good football team, as I said. They had a big win in their first game, and they're going to come in here with a wide open offense and a good defense.
And that's at 6 o'clock next Saturday night at Drake Stadium. Bulldogs versus Wisconsin Platteville. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Couldn't quite